What a masterful, beautifully illustrated and just told chapter. I mean, just grabs you on that emotional level and just pulls the heartstrings.
Naruto, number 86. Splendid, a ninja.
Oh my god, what a way to end it. Oh my. Well, hello, my brothers and sisters of the Nerd Nation. I, as always, am Jim, and I'm here to bring you another review on the awesome and sand-filled reverse lotus technique-ridden tale of Naruto. Our last chapter saw us with Lee, I mean, just not figuratively, but literally just opening the gates, the floodgates, and just taking it to the next level. Just taking it completely to another level. We learned about the 8 inner gates and how dangerous it can be, these limiters, to actually go and open or remove them. And how, I mean, you can literally just, wind up killing yourself doing it. And at the end, I mean, Lee was just a ball of fire, man. And then at the end, he went and he busted open. He had the 4th gate, the pain gate, the 4th gate open. Then he went and he opened the 5th one just for good measure, right? At the end of the chapter. And that's how things left off, right? That's right where things pick up. And honestly, even though there's been all this back and forth, and every time someone's come up with something, somebody else has got a better technique, I was like, Gaara can have no more tricks up his sleeve. There can be no more. This is just, there is no way. This dude is like a fucking comet coming at you. I mean, just amazing, right? So it starts off, and he's just like, bam, he gets up, and he's getting ready for this reverse lotus technique. And Guy is explaining to everybody, because he's obviously proud of his pupil. He's explaining, he's like, the reverse lotus technique, I mean, you're so fast and so powerful that the attacker is literally unstoppable. He's literally untouchable. Just cannot be touched, right? And it was great because you get Lee's got this little inner monologue thing where he's bouncing around and he's like, hey, Neji, this is a move I was going to save for a fight with you, but here, I'll give you a little preview now. And he just, boom, 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 and I mean, just right through Gaara, right? And he goes, he's bouncing all over the place. He's jacking him up. Gaara, pieces of his armor, or his sand armor are flying off. And I'm thinking, man, this kid is fucking toast, man. He's done. Just finito. He is done. Finished, right? And I'm thinking, oh, man. And then he comes at him and he go to hit him with the reverse lotus technique, man. And boy, he just, here, let me go get this. We're going ahead to, and that's just so beautifully drawn, right? Oh, my God. Don't you love that? He just comes at him with the reverse lotus. Right, and just bows that shit up, and I'm thinking, oh man, he's gonna be done. He's gonna be done. And then you go and they show a couple of pictures of his gourd, his sand gourd, and they show us some cracks in it. And I'm thinking, oh damn, Lee hit him so hard, done busted up his gourd, right? Done messed up his sand gourd, And then all of a sudden we get a picture of Guy, and he's like, don't tell me. And then Kakashi's like, the gourd is turning to sand. You go and you wind up seeing this thing. And this was insane because when Lee went and just busted him up, I was thinking, man, there is no way. And you even see Gaara's little punk ass laying over there. Sorry to make sure I get the right panel for you. He's laying over there, and it looks like he's about half out of it, but he's still got some shit left, right? And he goes and winds up pulling up the Sabukakuyu. Anyway, whatever. The coffin of crushing sand, right? And we've seen that move before because that's what he did to them other dudes in Phase 2. And he goes and pulls this thing. And Lee winds up getting, it looks like his arm and his leg wind up getting, getting attacked by this. And I don't know if, because it looked like he was just completely laid out from just being so exhausted from the move and everything like that. And just kind of burning so brightly, supernova type deal, And so I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll have to obviously watch this in the anime to get a better understanding of how this part happened. But either way, his leg and his arm wind up getting crushed from the coffin of crushing sand, And as Gaara looks like he's going to go and get up to go and kind of finish the job, all of a sudden my boy Guy stands right in front of him like, And there's all this sand swirling around and shit, and Guy just got his hand up like, the fuck out of here with that. I'm going to try that piddly-ass sand shit. And that's what it looks like to me. Now, I don't know. I don't know what level Guy is on. I'm assuming that he's on some otherworldly shit too, as far as just the way he can go and actually, pull himself together and defend himself and attack, of course, in a fight. And even Gaara's like, what are you doing? Why are you defending him? Why are you stepping in, right? So at this point, the match is gonna get called, and Gaara's just like, whatever, man, and he just walks away, And what Guy winds up saying is he goes, because he's my, I'll give you the exact words, man. He winds up telling him, he says, because He's my lovable, precious protege, right? So, you know, that's cool. Listen, I gotta respect that, okay? He sees, you know, a guy looks at Lee and he sees a younger version of himself, I think, in a lot of ways. So this is his protege, is very, very near and dear to his heart. And he respects the kid. He respects the kid for his only goal wanting to be just a credible, wonderful, next level, respected, whatever you want to say, shinobi, right? So that's where I'm coming with this, okay? That's where I'm coming from. I'm coming from that place of love, really. And it truly is. It's good. So it pissed me off at first that Gara wound up winning the match. But honestly, you know, he wins the battle. But as far as I'm concerned, Lee wins the war as far as just going to take it to the next level. This dude went and winds up crushing his arm and his leg. I mean, it's just completely decimated and completely done. And after all is said and done and this happens and Guy winds up stepping in and they call the match, Lee's ass still goes and just goes, you know, and I'm trying to simulate the shaking here, and he stands back up like he's got more left in the tank. And it was so touching. The last few pages, man, brought a tear to my eye, you know, because this is the type of thing that you want to see. May all of you that watch this video, hopefully you have someone in your life that cares that much about you, whether it's a brother, a sister, a mother, a father, an uncle, a good friend, a teacher, just somebody, man, your pastor, your whatever, your girlfriend, your wife. Because I tell you, man, I just think that it is so awesome to go and to see that, just the love and the caring between these two. And the fact that this guy is just, you know, he just cares that much about him. And then Lee, on top of that he goes and for Lee to go and take it like he did to the next level and basically just get back up, even though he probably shouldn't have got back up, right? And like I said, just so touching. And Guy goes and during a series of pages here, man, just so cool. I mean, and Lee, like I said, Lee is just, there's no way. I don't even know how the dude's standing, right? Absolutely, man. He's just like, Lee, it's all right, it's over, you know? You're in no shape to be standing, right? And he kind of goes through this, and he just, the series of expressions and faces that Kishimoto draws just to convey that emotion, absolutely wonderful. Anybody who thinks that this is, you know, just a kid's story or just, you know, whatever, brushes it off as just a cheesy or campy man, this is some shit right here, some good shit. This is some really good shit. And as you see the series of panels and you see, and that's where I started tearing up, and Guy over there with his bushy ass eyebrows just starts, you know, starts tearing up, man. He starts crying, you know, he can't help it. And Lee, look at Lee just punched her. He doesn't even know where the fuck he is, man. Lee doesn't know what day it is. Lee don't even know his own name, probably, you know. Oh man. And he's just like, even though you've been knocked senseless, you're still trying to stay true to your shinobi faith, right? Or your shinobi path, I'm sorry. And I'm just thinking, man, you know, and he's just like, you are already a splendid ninja. And man, I just, you know, I liked how he did, and he hugs him and shit. And that, to me, that's cool. That's cool because you got so many people, you know, that especially in something like this, they probably try to act real hard, you know, and emotionless and everything like that. And I like that that Lee is a badass, Guy is a badass, but they can still go and bond and still show that they care for each other and still show some emotion. You know what I mean? Because to me, being a badass isn't going and hiding all that and pretending like you don't have it and burying it. Being a badass is someone that can go and do what something like Lee did and take it to the next level and be at the threshold of, I mean, just like the gates of hell. I mean, you're at death's doorstep, right? And motherfucker took a leap in. That's what he did. He opened up the door, right? He's at death's doorstep, and Death is like, come on inside. And Lee's like, fuck yeah. And he just jumped in head first, not even worrying, not having a care or concern, because his ideals, his morals, his beliefs, that's what rooted him. That's what kept him pushing. And the genius of hard work is, oh man, what an excellent fight. Holy shit. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, and then then things end off over there. My chapter question for you, brothers and sisters, is what are your thoughts on the emotional and kind of touching scene, I guess you would say, between Guy and Lee? Do you think it was okay? Was it overdone? Is it campy? Do you not like it? Too emotional? Was it done perfectly? Did you shed a tear? Let me know what your answer is to that kind of series of convoluted questions in the comments down below. Feel free to hit the thumbs up, the like button if you should think that I deserve it, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We will look forward to catching all of you in the next Fun Nation. Without all of you, none of this would be possible. Thanks for watching.